Employment is definitely a big concern in today's India, but let's move to the pre-independent phase. So in the pre-independent phase, there was a rule by Britishers. At that time, employment rate was very low. But right now, when it comes to the unemployment condition, after 1960s, this term has been widely used because this phenomena has been widely occurred after 1960s. Since independence in the era of 1950s, this term was not widely used because there was a significant economic growth and our economy was labor intensive. But after 1960, there was a fall in economic growth, and because of that, in unemployment kind of problem has arose in India, and because of that, we are discussing this topic. And since then, this topic could not stop, and every year we can see there is a problem in unemployment rate. And this time we are very vulnerable as an economy because we have seen various inflationary measures. We have also seen the COVID-19 pandemic. We have also witnessing so many wars. And because of that, this topic becomes important. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Economy Primer series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu, and today we are going to discuss very important topic, which is unemployment in India. So moving to the points of discussion part. First of all, we will discuss that why this topic is into the discussion, and then unemployment and its types, and then how unemployment rate is calculated in India. Then what are the major economic events we had witnessed in terms of unemployment and that had impacted the employment rate of this country, then current in unemployment rate, and then practice question for prelims and mains. So moving to the discussion part. Here we have taken few cutouts of the newspaper. The first cutout says that unemployment rate in India is at its lowest level in 6 years, PM Modi. So this thing has been said by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But we have a different side of it also. If economy growing at fastest rate, why is it not seen in unemployment rate? Chidambaram slams BJP. Then unemployment rate rose to 2-year high 10.9% in October. India's unemployment rate hit 6-year low. Rural areas witness significant improvement report. Survey we will also discuss a labor periodic survey. Himachal Pradesh, Rajasthan see highest youth unemployment rate in July-September. So these are the news we have taken from various newspaper, and what these news says that few news says that there is unemployment rate increasing day by day in this country. On the other hand, the current ruling political party is saying that it is improving day by day. So we will analyze this topic into the further slide. Moving to the brief introduction about unemployment. So what is the state of unemployment? So unemployment is a state where an individual wants to have a job, but he or she is not getting job. So that is called as, in simple language, that is called an unemployment. So how unemployment is categorized in this country, we will discuss. And unemployment is a indicator of the health of the economy. It means that there is unemployment rate high in your economy. It means that the health of economy is not in a good condition. And NSSO has defined employment and categorized unemployment in a 3 category. The first category belongs to working, engaged in any economic activity, and they are called as employed. So suppose that any person is working in factory, so the person is engaged in any economic activity. If any person is a teacher and he or she is getting paid for that, so that term and that work is called as economic activity. So that is called as employment. And then what is the unemployment? Seeking or available for work, unemployed. So suppose that a person wants to have a job, but he or she is not getting a job. So that state is called unemployment. And then we have a third state, which is neither seeking nor available for work. So mostly it happens in the terms of homemakers, but they are also engaged in somewhat economic activities, but their economic activity is not calculated in this country. So moving to the types of unemployment. So we have different types of unemployment. So first we will discuss the disguised unemployment. So in Indian society, where the economy is mostly agricultural, pro-agricultural economy. So what happened that if you require 2 persons for a field, but what we see that 5 persons are working in that field. So this is called disguised employment, that more people working in a field than the required number. Then coming to the seasonal unemployment. So it also happened in the case of construction workers and agriculture. So suppose that if we have the season of Rabi crops, so then we want more agricultural laborers And in terms of construction worker also, ki suppose that any building is built in the cities or any temple is building, any mall is building, so they require huge number of construction workers. But once the job is done, they become unemployed. So this is called as seasonal unemployment. Structural employment is very much evident in this country. So suppose that if any person wants to have job and he or she has a particular kind of the skill, but the demand of that skill is not required in the market, and market demands different kind of the skill. So the mismatch between skills, the demand and supply is known as the structural unemployment. Then coming to the cyclical employment. Cyclical employment is also a kind of structural employment. It means that here we have unemployment because of the recession. So we have seen that in COVID times, many people had lost their job. And why they had lost job? Because of the economic recession. So that's why it is called as cyclical employment. Technological unemployment is very much clear that any technology had arrived. Suppose that ChatGPT has arrived and ChatGPT is making good content. So it had taken the jobs of many content writers. Suppose that we have this AI and many AI is doing the job of anchors, news anchors. So in that terms also their job has been taken by the AI. So this is called as technological unemployment. Then coming to the frictional unemployment. Frictional unemployment is also so much common in this country, where people want to have job and they are switching the job. And during that period that suppose that any person has left the job from Tata and they want to join other company. So that period where they are unemployed for the temporary period is called as frictional unemployment. And then vulnerable employment. Vulnerable employment is that we want to have job and so many people are out from the job because of the lack of awareness, because of the recession, because of many structural and economic issues. So these are the types of unemployment we have in our country. Moving to the next slide. Next slide is about how unemployment rate is calculated. So we know the general terms that if there is a boom in the economy, the economic opportunity will be provided in the economy, and that provides prosperity to the economy. So when the economy is in a prosperous condition, the unemployment rate will be the low. Similarly, when the economic is into the recession condition, the unemployment rate is high, and we had witnessed this thing on many occasions. Recently in the pandemic era, we had witnessed this. And how in India it has been calculated. So we have two basic method, but this thing has been used widely, which is unemployment rate equal to number of unemployed person divided by civilian labor force. And we had another term also, which is number of unemployed person divided by number of employed person plus number of unemployed persons. So we have these two terms, but this is widely used. So in this way, the unemployment rate is calculated in the country. Moving to the next slide. Next slide is about economic events impacting unemployment. So what major events we had witnessed so far? So we had already witnessed so many events, but we are taking 20 years back account. So when it comes to the global financial crisis, so it had witnessed 2008 and 9, and since that time we had also discussed in the last class that how stock market also affected, and stock market has a huge impact on Indian economy, and because it attracts lots of investor FDI. So this thing had happened in global financial crisis, demonetization, which has recently happened in 2016. So this has created a short time of unemployment. And then coming to the GST also. So GST is basically for the tax improvement and simplifying the tax structure of this country. But what had happened that this has created a seasonal unemployment in the country. And then COVID pandemic. So COVID pandemic had hit the heart of mostly the migrant laborers and daily wage earner, construction worker, and so these are the drawbacks of the COVID-19 pandemic. And so many skilled people had also lost their jobs. Suppose that any person was working in US and US economy was also in recession condition. They are working in UK. Their economy was also in a recession condition because this was a pandemic, and not just India was affected. Almost all the country was affected because of the pandemic. So because of that thing, so many skilled people had also lost the job. And in India, we have seen the state of migrant workers that they had migrated on foot to their homeland. And because of the lack of industries and because of other structural problems, they had to see such kind of the problems and the recent inflationary pressures. So inflationary pressure we have also seen, but we have a very positive news in this side, that in the month of October the CPI had hit the lowest, which is 4.87, which is very lowest in 4 years. So we are improving in this part, but inflation has also caused different kind of unemployment situation in the country, and especially it has affected the lower strata of the economy. So moving to the next slide is about current unemployment rate. So we have taken few data from the CMI and Bloomberg, and according to the Bloomberg, which has been taken data from CMI, the unemployment rate rose to the 2-year high, which is 10.9%. So here we are witnessing from 2020 to 2022. And then the figure represents that near 3 percentage point increase from September, and it has become 7.9%. And Bloomberg had also analyzed that unemployment jumped from 6.2 to 10.82%, which is very high in terms of the percentage. And in this process, so many people have lost their job. And when it comes to the urban employment, so urban unemployment has eased slightly, which is 8.44%. So in terms of urban employment, we have a better results. And then overall, when we talk about the financial year of 2022 to 2023, then it stood to 3.2%, which is in a very much controlled condition, but still it is a worrisome situation for the lower strata. And then according to the NSSO, which has released a recent periodic labor survey report, what we have seen that Himachal Pradesh stood the first in terms of unemployment rate, followed by the Rajasthan and Jammu Kashmir. And when we talk about the overall unemployment rate, so overall unemployment rate of India is 17.3%, and females are the most vulnerable. They are facing 22.9% of unemployment. In terms of the male, they are facing 15.5%. So we have seen that in terms of Himachal Pradesh, also Rajasthan, also Jammu and Kashmir, also there is a labor divide between gender, and because of that, so many females are not able to contribute to the economy, and their unemployment rate is very high. And because of that, we can see that in those states who have a high number of unemployment rate, where women are not active participant in the economy, and that's why we can see the bad result in terms of the unemployment rate. So this is the current unemployment rate of the economy. Moving to the next slide. Next slide is about practice question for prelims, and your question is, consider the following statement regarding PM Daksh. And here your statements are, this is an initiative. It is an initiative of Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. And the second statement is, it is related to skill development. Here they are asking the correct statement, so you have to answer accordingly. Moving to the next slide, which is a mains question. Discuss the unemployment scenario of India and what measures can be taken to tackle this unemployment wave. So here we have discussed about the unemployment, that what is unemployment. So first you have to give a brief introduction of unemployment, that it is a state where a person wants to have a job but he or she is not getting the job. So this is a simple definition of unemployment. And then you can quote the CMI data, that what is the national average, which is 17.3%, and for the financial year it is 3.2%, and Himachal Pradesh stood in terms of the unemployment rate. And what are the reasons for unemployment in our country? So what you have to do, that you have to make a flow chart here, and here you can write like this, that reasons. First is poverty, then overpopulation, lack of economic opportunities, then lack of awareness about various government schemes, lack of skill, so these are the possible causes for the unemployment rate in the India, and these all factors are very correlation in nature. Lack of education, so the poverty causes lack of education, Then it also causes, because lack of awareness causes the overpopulation. Then we have a lack of economic opportunity. Then we have a lack of different kind of economic awareness about any government schemes, that okay, this scheme has been designed for us. Lack of skills. So all these things are very correlational in nature, and each factor is affecting another factor. So you can write like this, that they are very correlational in nature. If you will cure one problem, then there are high chances that other factors will be also diminished. So these are the possible causes for high rise of unemployment rate in the country. And then here they are talking about the measures. So here we will talk about the government initiatives. And then recently we had discussed about the PM Daksh. We have PM Daksh. Then we have Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. Then we have MG Narega, and this is very successful program of India and one of the innovative program of the world. Then education, skilled based education. Awareness towards various government schemes. PM Swanidhi. So these are the schemes we have for the unemployment and for removing and eradicating high number of unemployment rate in the country. So in this way we can see that despite of having such successful measures in our country, we are facing such kind of unemployment problem, and there are structural problem in it, and we have to relook our policies, because we have designed various policies but that are not reaching to the required masses. Those who are in actual need of all these schemes are not getting such kind of the benefit, and that's why we are seeing that so many people are uneducated, so many people are unemployed, and if they also want to have job, they don't have economic opportunity. So India and the government have to work on to this regard to reduce the unemployment rate of this country. So in this way you can conclude your answer. I hope you like this lecture. If you have any queries related to this lecture, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you.